Hi Virgo. So let's do a 4-layered spread to try to capture as much of the energy that's around you as we can. So I have 3 tarot decks. So the 2 of Cups just popped out, so we'll take it. I have 3 tarot decks and 1 oracle deck that we will use. Queen of Wands, the Empath, which is unique to this deck, 8 of Wands, the Sun, 3 of Swords, Queen of Cups, Page of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Under this deck is King of Cups. So then we'll take 6 of these tarot cards for our second layer. And Virgo, I can already tell with the Knight of Cups turned up just as I was saying, that I can already tell this is going to be a love reading. So let's prepare for that. So we have Knight of Wands, Ace of Swords, the High Priestess, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. Underneath this deck is the World. So then we'll take 6 of these oracle cards for our third layer. So there's potential, power, security, love, flexibility, simplicity. Underneath this deck is taking risks. And then finally, we'll get 2 of these tarot cards, Virgo, and then we're going to really get into this for you. So there's 8 of Cups, the High Priestess, and under this deck is the 4 of Cups. So what I'm getting so far for you and your person here, Virgo, is it feels like there's not enough action being taken in this relationship. It feels very like it's not moving at all. And no one is like moving or taking an opportunity or taking a risk on the other one. Maybe you're both not really wanting to feel vulnerable. It feels like there's a history in this situation. Absolutely. It kind of feels like there's this energy of walking away but getting back together, at least energetically speaking. But it feels like this has been going on for a while. Something needs to wrap up, but no one's doing it. So Virgo, if this feels like you're reading, then let's get into it. So the energy that exists between the 2 of you is the Page of Wands, the 10 of Cups, flexibility, and the High Priestess. So it feels to me like someone might be dwelling on something, maybe some mistake that was made. There's a need to move on, I think, from that one way or the other. Because again, I feel like that's the reason it's stuck, is there's this energy of wanting this to move forward, but also wanting to move on to something else, but also not wanting to let go of this person. It's very confused energy. And I don't know if that's one or both of you, but this Page of Wands is telling me that there is an opportunity here to start something new or start something fresh, but there's some kind of negative mindset that's holding one or both of you back. There's this potential here for the 10 of Cups for a lot of joy, but it does require some flexibility. But I also think with this High Priestess that it feels like there's a highly spiritual connection between the 2 of you. It's this energy of just sitting together almost is very healing, just being together. But yet also this feeling of not one of you is taking any action. So perhaps you've taken action in the past, but they have yet to take it, or vice versa. But let's get into the cards more to see exactly what the cards want to tell us. So in your person's feelings, they have the 3 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. So something has hurt this person. Something has made them almost fearful is what I'm getting. It could have been you or something in this situation, but I'm getting more strongly that it was something from their past. But this 8 of Pentacles is saying that they feel like it's time for them to shine now, that they've been in this 3 of Swords energy for too long, and it's time for them to really do the work. They feel like doing the work, I think that they are consciously aware that it's their own attitude, their own negative mindset that's really keeping this thing from its full potential. Their actions towards you are the Queen of Cups and love. They are bringing you love. So, but the Queen of Cups is, again, a very action taking. The queens are more receptive than acting. So this person is loving you, but they may not be actively loving you. So you might not even realize that they love you. You might go through periods of time where you feel like you have to put boundaries up with this person because you don't even know if they love you or not. Wow, I got that. I think I just channeled that. So that is very strongly then telling me that your person understands that they have to bring you something, but they're too scared to do it. They love you very much. It's very clear here, but they don't know how to approach you, which may be why no one's making any moves, which may be why I said that you may have taken action towards them in the past, but it sort of felt like it fell on deaf ears. So you're not able to really move this forward. So in your feelings, you have the Nine of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. You feel that you have been shoved aside by this person too many times, that now you're just going to get what you want. You're just focused on yourself. That's the natural reaction to someone who's been trying to take action towards a situation that you're really not getting anything back or anything in return. You're not feeling the love. You're not feeling any action. You're not feeling any growth. So of course you're going to just focus on yourself. So it feels like you're just kind of living in the moment. You might be building friendships, you might be doing other things, but you're definitely focused on yourself and you are getting what you want. So I think that's why there's been a complete halt in the action when it comes to your relationship, because neither one of you is making any moves. You're doing it for different reasons. Your person is too fearful and you're too frustrated. So you're both just done, at least for the moment. So then in your actions, you have the Three of Pentacles and simplicity. So you're still cooperating with this person, but you're keeping it really simple. So you might still live with this person or share assets with this person or have children with this, whatever it is for you, that you're continuing to really just sort of stay in it, but you're keeping it simple. You're keeping your heart out of it. You're just working together. You're making it work. I think this is about you sort of building your own spiritual wealth too, because that just came through, that you might be working on your own purpose. We did have the Nine of Cups here. So I feel like it could be both, that you are keeping things light with this person. You're not really delving into the depths of it because you know your person has to do the work on themselves. But I see you also working on yourself. I don't know that they're working on themselves. We'll see as we go, but I do see you working on yourself. So they see you as the Queen of Wands and potential. So they know that you're kind of focused on yourself right now. They know your value. They know the potential that you have for them. They know what they have with you. They are not at all confused about what they have with you in this situation, but they're going through so much turmoil with this Three of Swords and Eight of Pentacles. It feels like they're very unstable. And they're very affected by this, and they know what they have to lose. They know that you are theirs to lose, but it's like they're stuck. It's like they can't do anything about it. So you see them as the Eight of Wands and security. So you may be struggling to release this person, even though it may be clear to you that this person is not changing, not doing the work, being too passive, not making the right moves, not showing you enough love, not giving you enough confidence. But it feels to me with this security and the Eight of Wands that you might be a bit, they might be a bit too attached to you. That's what it is. That they are attached to you. You think that they are only with you because of something that they need. That's it. I got it. You think that they are with you only because it gives them a sense of security. If there's some attachment issues, if there's abandonment issues, if there's financial issues, you think that they're only with you because of that. I see something different. The cards are telling me that they genuinely love you, but I can see why you don't know that because they're not showing you that. They're not bringing you that. So in their intentions, they have the Two of Cups and the Knight of Wands. They really want to pursue this. But again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what their intentions are if they're not actually acting on them, right? So they can sit and think about you all day and think about what a great relationship this would be and how passionate and how creative this could be and the balance and the union and the way you complement each other. And they could sit and fantasize about that all day. But it doesn't matter if they're not doing anything about it, because you're not doing anything about it either, because I think you're just exhausted by the whole thing. I feel you just kind of throwing up your hands and saying, I don't know what else to do. I have taken every action. I have taken every risk. I have been vulnerable. I have showed love. The King of Cups was under the deck. This is showing love. Bringing love is the King of Cups. The King of Cups holds space for love. So I know that you did. And I think you're just kind of done. So in your intentions, you have the Sun and the High Priestess. You just want to keep getting enlightened about the situation. It's like you would be willing to stay here, but not without some kind of difference in the action, some kind of action taking on their part. So I feel like you would sustain this relationship, but more importantly, you just want enlightenment. You just want to know whether or not it's time for you to move on. And I think as time goes, you're getting more and more enlightened to the situation. And maybe you're just putting a time limit on this. Like if this person doesn't come towards me in X amount of time, then I'm just going to know that I'm done. So then in the energy that keeps you together, we have the Empath, which is the same energy that the High Priestess was giving here. This is a very spiritual connection. Ace of Swords, power, and the Eight of Cups. So this is giving me that loop that you may know on a deep level that this person is your truth. This person is your soulmate. This person was meant to be with you. This person is the one who gives you energy, gives you power. There's something there between the two of you. And I think there's no doubt about that. We have the High Priestess twice and the Empath. But I think maybe the one point that you could be missing, Virgo, is that this person was in your life, yes, as a soulmate, but not perhaps to be your forever person. I think you're still holding on to this because you think you're still meant to make it work. But the point of this connection, it looks to me, was to teach you something, to teach you about your own self-value, about your empathic abilities, about your spiritual nature, about your purpose. So I think, Virgo, that the cards are really telling me that this was a person who was meant to be in your life. And you can feel that. You feel that magnetic pull towards them, but they were never meant to always be in your life. They were meant to teach you something so that you could really move forward in a more confident way, knowing your own value. So there you go, Virgo. That is your love reading. Please let me know how this was resonant for you, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.